السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وما لكم لا تقاتلون في سبيل الله والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء والولدان الذين يقولون ربنا أخرجنا من هذه القرية الظالم أهلها واجعل لنا من لدنك وليا واجعل لنا من لدنك نصيرا. صدق الله العظيم. Respected elders, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I have just recited an ayat of Quran Kareem in which there are some oppressed male, female, children, and they were left behind after the hijrat of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They were left in Makkah. And kuffar, they badly treated them, unjustly behaved with them, and they were so oppressed and victim of tyranny and violence so much. And they made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, get us out of this place which is Makkah. And they made two dua. And those dua were heard by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and acknowledged. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala arranged for some to get out of that place. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave tawfiq for the Fath Makkah. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam put one governor, ruler, to look after those people who got rid of this zulm and tyranny. Those people who were left behind, they were Ibn Abbas and his mother, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Salma bin Hisham, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Walid bin Walid, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Abu Jandal bin Sahel, radiyallahu ta'ala. These are the few names which are found in Tafsir Quran. And it was so bad that people, when they heard about these incidents, they were just blood boiling. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned the word, not jihad. Although it is permission to go for jihad, but the words used in Quran Kareem are ma lakum la tuqatiluna. What is failing you, or what is stopping you to go and help these people and go in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and fight for justice? Just imagine the situation there, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this so important that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning qital and jihad. Qital and jihad, or we can say qital and war, is done by kafir and it's also done by mu'min. The difference between these two fights and two wars, when mu'min fights and when mu'min has got a war, his intention is to get the injustice away. Remove injustice from this. Remove the tyranny. Remove the violence. And bring the rule of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the ahkam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which are based on justice. But kafir, when he fights for the hukum of shaitan. He goes up to the last limit, and there is no restriction. There is no limits. Shaitan has got no limit, and mu'min has got limit. Mu'min has to be in the boundaries. Shaitan has got no boundaries. Some people, when they say, argue with a lot of people, when they talk about religion or something. So they come to a stage that they get frustrated, and at one stage he says, I'm trying to make him understand. He would not listen. He is just throwing question after question. The answer to that is that he is being held by shaitan, and shaitan has got no limit. His questions will never finish. One alim, he had written a thick book on Tawheed, and his sheikh used to always keep eye on him. All the ilm he has got put in this book with the help of his sheikh. But at the time when he was dying, he was on the bed. Shaitan comes. One question, second question, third question, fourth question, question after question about the Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He got so upset. This pious person, he felt so helpless. He had a kashf. His sheikh was making wudu somewhere. It's written in the book that his sheikh threw the miswak and he said, why don't you just say that I have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without any dalil, without any proof. You don't need any proof. So, this is the answer he gave at the end, that I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I believe in the wahdaniyat and tawheed without any dalil or without any points. I don't need to give any clarification. Shaitan has got no limit. The reason I have mentioned this ayat here, the situation in Arkan, a lot of people are not aware of it. Media is full of it. We ourselves say that don't take anything from the media. Because when media talks about Islam, they give the shape according to their will, according to their wish. But in social media and everywhere you see, it is all misinterpreted as well. Lot of people, see, the thing is, Muslims everywhere they are just so innocent, I would say, that they don't go in the depth of anything. Someone has just mentioned, in Arabic there is one saying, very famous, saying that I felt dead the day the white ox was dead. This is the meaning of it. That comes from the story that there were two, bulls, and they were very good friends. They used to eat together in the farm and everywhere. They were so, united. Very good friends. One was red and one was white. Every time the lion used to come in jungle, they would just get prepared and they would hit lion so hard that lion would run away. Every time lion came to them, they would both, with the full power, they would just return. The time was passing. One day what happened that lion saw the white bull somewhere. And he said, look, you become my friend. You think that he is saving you? I would save you. You know my power. I am the king of the jungle. Oh, he thought, yes. How can bull save me? This lion, good. He can be a very good friend of mine. He can save me. So he becomes his friend. One day lion attacked the white bull. And white bull was shouting, where are you? And he was shouting the red bull. And red bull knew that I have to go with lion because I have given my word. And the white bull was killed. Then red bull thought, oh, now I am alone. So one day the lion attacked the red bull, and when he found himself helpless, he said, the day that white bull was dead, I knew that I was also dead. Unless and until the whole ummah is united, and if they go in the small pockets, they will become weak. And to become strong, you have to know the facts. You have to know the history. You have to know about Muslims all over the world. People of Arkan, from Khulafai Rashidin, this Arkan place, which is Arkan, it's about 37,000 square kilometer area. And it has been ruled by Muslims throughout, from the time of Khulafai Rashidin until 1784. What happened in 1874? On one side, there is India. One side, there is Bangladesh. And the other side is Burma. So Burma took over Arkan, and they started ruling Arkan. All Muslims, and not only Muslims, very good Muslims, very strong Iman. We hear in our stories, Islamic stories, that one is, he's Shaheed, and the next one is coming, okay, I am here too. And all of them they have got, but they will never go. They were actually attempted to become mushrik, to become Buddhist, but they refused. They said, we can die in this path, but we will never accept any other religion. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's order is with us. Those people they have been throughout the life since then, 1784. The intervals, different timings, they genocide people. Because they knew that this place, if they become in majority, then one day there might be a threat to them. So what happened that they started facade, they started killing people. A lot of people saved their life. Hundreds and thousands left that place. They drowned in the water. They have gone all over the world. And all they want is just to live. They are not having any voice of their politics or anything, nothing. But they won't even let them live. So what happens nowadays in social media, it's a bit too much. We shouldn't take that as it is, what's on social media. Because I have some sources say that there are some kind of champions of humanity in the world. They are trying to get into Arkan. And if for any reason that they want to get there, and on the word of human appeal and human peace, they want to just sit there and then do the killing as they did in Sham, as they did in Iraq. And now different kind of countries they are having, and they want to do this. But they are using this Burmese government, Myanmar government to do this. And whatever is going on, the people of Arkan, they do need your dua. Of course, our blood boils, but that is not that everyone is ready. Someone is calling for jihad, someone is calling for qital and all this. But at least our jihad would be that if we can do ayat karima, inshallah, if we can read that, if we can read ayat karima here as many times as we can. So that would be our jihad. Make dua for them. Always remember them. You know, they are in such an agony at the moment. It's exactly the same way as those people in Mecca, and they were asking, oh, Ya Allah, get us out of this area, get us out of this Mecca. Similarly, they are running out of that area. This is the place where they belong to. This is the place these Muslims have been settled since the time of Khulafai Rashideen. And now, many times they have fled away to different countries. So this is the time we should be sympathizers to them. Make dua for them. Our life should not be in peace at all unless and until they get their peace. And whatever we can do in our capacity, we should do. If you know someone who can help anybody there, you know, so please do your efforts and try to help those Muslims all throughout Arkan. They are in very much trouble. May Allah give us tawfiq to whatever we can do in our capacity. May Allah give us tawfiq to do that. Because I tell you that Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala an said that the kufr, if there is kufr somewhere, it can last. But if there is zulm, it will never last. So this is what's going on at the moment. Zulm is everywhere nowadays. May Allah give us tawfiq to at least pray for every Muslim all over the world, inshallah. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin salatan tunajjina biha min jami' al-ahwali wal afat wa taqdi lana biha jami' al-hajat wa tutahhiruna biha min jami' al-sayyi'at wa tarfa'una biha 'indaka 'ala ad-darajat. وتبلغنا بها أقصى الغايات من جميع الخيرات في الحياة وبعد الممات إنك على كل شيء قدير برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. We'll pray sunnat and then we'll have salat.